Consider the following pairs. Charter Act of 1813 allowed Christian missionaries to come to India. Charter Act of 1833 ended the commercial activities of the East India Company. Charter Act of 1853 introduced separate legislative and executive functions in the Governor General's Council. How many of the above pairs are correctly matched? Options: A. Only one, B. Only two, C. All three, D. None. Correct answer is option B. As pair 1, the Charter Act of 1813 allowed Christian missionaries to come to India to spread their teachings. Pair 2, the Charter Act of 1833 ended the East India Company's commercial activities, making it solely an administrative body. Pair 3 is incorrect. The Charter Act of 1853 did not introduce separate legislative and executive functions in the Governor General's Council, as it only separated the legislative and executive functions of the Council for the first time. Consider the following statements regarding the Government of India Act of 1858. Statement 1. The Act abolished the East India Company and transferred the powers of government, territories and revenues to the British Crown. Statement 2. The Act introduced a system of double government by establishing the Board of Control and the Court of Directors. Which of the statements given above are correct? Options: A. One only, B. Two only, C. Both 1 and 2, D. Neither 1 nor 2. Correct answer option A. Statement 1 is correct. The Government of India Act of 1858 abolished the East India Company and transferred its powers of governance, territories and revenues to the British Crown, marking a major shift in India's administration. Statement 2 is incorrect. The Act of 1858 ended the system of double government by abolishing the Board of Control and the Court of Directors, which were previously responsible for overseeing the company's affairs. Consider the following statements regarding the Regulating Act of 1773. Statement 1. It designated the Governor of Bengal as the Governor General of Bengal and created an executive council of 4 members to assist him. Statement 2. It established the Supreme Court at Calcutta and allowed the servants of the company to engage in private trade. Which of the statements given above are incorrect? Options: A. One only, B. Two only, C. Both 1 and 2, D. Neither 1 nor 2. Option B. Statement 1 is correct. The Regulating Act of 1773 designated the Governor of Bengal as the Governor General of Bengal and created an executive council of 4 members to assist him. Lord Warren Hastings became the first Governor General under this Act. Statement 2 is incorrect. The Regulating Act of 1773 prohibited the servants of the company from engaging in private trade or accepting presents or bribes from the natives. It also established the Supreme Court at Calcutta, but the servants were restricted from such activities. Consider the following statements regarding the Government of India Act of 1935. Statement 1. The Act established an All India Federation, but it never came into being as the princely states did not join. Statement 2. It introduced provincial autonomy with responsible governments coming into effect in 1937 and discontinued in 1939. Statement 3. It established the Reserve Bank of India and the Federal Court, which was set up in 1937. How many statements given above are correct? Option 1. Only 1. Option 2. Only 2. Option 3. All 3. Option 4. None. Correct answer. Option 3. All 3. Statement 1 is correct. The Act provided for an All India Federation, but it never came into being because the princely states did not join. Statement 2 is correct. The Act abolished diarchy in provinces and introduced provincial autonomy, where the governor acted with the advice of ministers responsible to the provincial legislature. This system was implemented in 1937 but discontinued in 1939. Statement 3 is correct. The Act established the Reserve Bank of India to control currency and credit, and it also provided for the establishment of a federal court which was set up in 1937. Consider the following statements regarding the Indian Independence Act of 1947. Statement 1. The Act ended British rule in India, made India and Pakistan independent, and abolished the office of the Viceroy. Statement 2. The Act allowed the British Parliament to legislate for India and Pakistan after August 15, 1947. Which of the statements given above are correct? Options: Option 1, 1 only. Option 2, 2 only. Option 3, both 1 and 2. Option 4, neither 1 nor 2. Correct answer: Option 1. Statement 1 is correct. The Act made India and Pakistan independent and abolished the Viceroy's office. Statement 2 is incorrect. The British Parliament no longer had legislative authority over India and Pakistan after August 15, 1947.